In 2007, San Francisco was already one of the most expensive cities in the world. Two friends were living there, Brian Chesky and Joe Gebbia. They were designers, not CEOs, not programmers, just regular people trying to survive. One month, their landlord raised the rent. They checked their bank accounts, and reality hit them hard. They did not have enough money to pay rent, no savings, no safety net, no rich family to call. They were just days away from being kicked out. That's the moment most people panic. But instead of giving up, they looked around their apartment. That same week, a big design conference was coming to San Francisco. Hotels were fully booked. Prices were insane. Thousands of people were coming to the city with nowhere affordable to stay. Joe looked at the empty floor of their apartment. Too much space, no money. And he said something that sounded crazy. What if we rent out air mattresses in our living room? Not rooms, not luxury, air mattresses, breakfast included. That was the idea. They bought a few airbeds and created a simple website. They called it Airbed and Breakfast. Most people laughed at them. Friends said no one would ever stay in a stranger's house. They said it was unsafe. They said it was embarrassing. But Brian and Joe had no choice. This wasn't about pride. This was about paying rent. Then something unexpected happened. 3 strangers booked. 3 people trusted them enough to sleep on air mattresses in their living room. They paid that money, covered the rent. For the first time in weeks, they could breathe. They didn't feel successful. They felt relieved. That's when they realized something important. This idea wasn't just a way to survive. It could become something bigger. Later, they met a programmer named Nathan Blechachik. He believed in the idea. Together, the 3 of them tried to grow Airbed and Breakfast, but reality hit again. Investors laughed at them. They said, "No one wants strangers in their house. This will never scale. Hotels will crush you." Rejection after rejection. Money ran out again. They were close to shutting everything down. During the 2008 US election, they made one last desperate move. They created custom cereal boxes. Obama owes Cap and McCain. They sold them for $40 a box. It sounded ridiculous, but it worked. They made around $30,000. That cereal money kept the company alive. Let that sink in. One of the biggest companies in the world survived because of cereal. With that money, they finally got a meeting with a startup accelerator. Paul Graham listened to their story, not just the idea, the struggle behind it, and he said yes. They received $20,000 in funding. Not much money, but it was belief. Instead of chasing fast growth, they focused on fixing the real problem. They went to New York. They met hosts face to face. They took better photos of apartments. They built trust. Slowly, bookings increased. More hosts joined. More guests trusted the platform. Airbed and Breakfast became Airbnb. No more air mattresses, just people opening their homes to others. Today, Airbnb operates in over 190 countries. Millions of people use it. The company is worth billions of dollars. But it all started with 2 broke guys who couldn't pay rent. So remember this. Airbnb didn't begin with confidence. It began with desperation. Sometimes the best ideas are born when you're trapped, when there's no plan B. So if you're struggling right now, if you feel stuck, if you feel broke and behind, you might not be losing. You might be standing exactly where the story begins. Thanks for watching. If this story inspired you, hit that subscribe button for more. See you next time.